Welcome back. This week I'm gonna work on a coat rack. I had an idea for, this is gonna be a gift, and so this particular person asked for a coat rack, and I just thought I would create one instead of purchasing it. So my husband picked up this piece of wood from work, just a scrap piece. I'm gonna first sand this down, and then we're gonna stain it. But my idea behind all this was to upcycle some pieces that I had in this, it's like a random junk bucket that we keep with things that don't necessarily have a use, but I guess we don't throw them out because they could be used, and this is actually a perfect example. So I'm just gonna show you what my idea is here. Now this isn't the exact order they'll be in, but I have all these old weird, let's see, it'd probably go like that, right? I have all these weird miscellaneous pieces. I also have like an over-the-door hook that I could throw on there and, you know, pin to the back, and that would actually be a hook. But first things first, I'm going to sand this, stain this, and seal this wood. And then I'm going to figure out how, like, these things are easy. We're going to screw those down to the wood. That's not a big deal. So these three things all have the, you know, holes to, even this, to put them on here. But with this, there's nothing, and with this, there's nothing. So I'm gonna figure this out when we get to this step. I'm gonna try to, this I'm thinking I can drill holes. I don't know if it's gonna break it, but I'm gonna try to drill holes through there and like into the wood. And then this one I just have ideas. So we'll get to this part. I'm not even gonna get started on that. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna move all that out of the way. Let's go ahead and sand. I don't like how unfinished these edges are. So we're gonna go ahead. It does not have to be perfect, but I just want to get that like sharp. Scrappy wood away from there. Okay, so it feels pretty good. Let's do this end. See, there's like some splintering. We don't want that once it's stained and stuff. We don't want wood to be chipping away from it. This project is costing $0. By the way, the idea came to me just because obviously I didn't want to purchase it. I'd much rather make a present. But I also just, like I said, had all these random things that have no use but now can be reused. And I just love the idea behind that. But also, I didn't mention this. When my husband brought this wood home, this piece here, this little like eye, was trying to push its way out. So I did take wood glue prior to this and pretty much seal that in there. But I loved that it had this like nick in it. You know, it wasn't just a perfect piece. So we're gonna stain it. I'm gonna let the stain dry, seal that stain. It's not stain, it's just It's just paint. I don't even know if I'm gonna actually, yeah, this should be okay. That color should be good. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Here, look at my new watercolor, or my water cup. I bought these new Tupperware. I don't know if you can catch it on camera, but I put this in the dishwasher and it wasn't, well, here you can see, maybe. But I put it in the dishwasher and you're apparently not supposed to do that. So now I have a new paint cup. See, you can reuse anything. There you can kind of tell it just melted it. So that was a fail. But not really, because now I have a really good new paint cup. So we're going to stain this. This is like a little, maybe too red. I'm going to put a pinch of black in there. So I don't like it. So bright. There we go, that's much better. See the difference in that? Let's read. See the difference? Oh, well, in frame. That's such a more red tone. All right, so now I'm just gonna try to dry brush this as best I can. Use maybe a, which I don't have near me, but let me grab like a paper towel to, you know, dry brush this as I go. Yeah, that red would have been terrible. I want it to look, you know, kind of worn and beat up because all of those items are just basically trash. Could be trash, I guess. So we're gonna make the board just look older. I love darkening projects up like this. I don't try, but I wish sometimes I could keep things like not so vintagey looking every single project, but I just love this weird look, like the, I don't know, worn down, used look. I just don't like a lot of, perfect, I guess. I like it to look a little messy. Okay, I'll probably, see that was a little bit too dark for me even right there. I'll probably also add some black to the corners. Kind of darken it up around the edges. Right now when I'm making this, it's about a week before Christmas. And over the years, I've always gifted things that I've made. I'm not a huge, not that I'm not a huge Christmas person, I'm not a huge buy everything at Christmas person. So, like I said, maybe in every video that I've made something, is I really, really like not only creating it, but reusing items and making them into something new and useful. I'm also a big thrift shop person for that reason too, because I absolutely love going to a thrift store and finding something and loving it, having it. I mean, there's things I've had from the thrift store for years and years and years, and to somebody else that was not needed anymore. I love just getting, I don't know, I guess, well, it's the same as this, a new purpose to something that maybe no one else needed or didn't want any longer. Okay, there's the end. I actually like how this showed up. Let's turn it to that side. I also am trying to keep these projects fairly simple because I am making quite a few things, which I don't know what order this will go up in, but all of these projects will be online, will be up on my YouTube. And so I'm trying to get all of these done with being a procrastinator and waiting a week before Christmas without overcomplicating all of them. Like, this does not have to be a complicated project. It's actually very simple. Stain it, seal it, put the pieces on it. This is pretty much dry because it's wiped into the wood. That was already on my hands. So I'm going to take this out and seal it, let that completely dry, and then all we have left to do is put on the pieces and figure out how we're going to do the back as well, which I can figure that out. We're going to have some type of hook, or I don't know, but we're going to figure that part out too. So the next clip you'll see is I'm going to take this out and seal it. See you soon. Okay, wood is finished. Sealed, painted. Now, we are about to add all of these things to the board with a zero plan. Now, most of these will just need screws, but the dilemma is like this. How do I get this on here? But I thought, this is my miscellaneous bucket. It just has a bunch of different, things in it. This would be good, but that's gross. It just has things we may or may not need in it. Here's like that would actually be cool too. All right, but my point was, let's stay focused. I was thinking, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I need something to anchor it to the wood. So this might actually work though. Can we pop that in there without breaking it? I don't know. I don't think so. Does this come out of there? This is I don't know if this is gross, but it's like an old, yeah, it's not gross, an old shower head attachment. Does this come off there? This is just trial and error. Am I going to be able to get this back on there, though? I don't know. I'm scared. No. That's not for me. But maybe We're gonna just try it. Can this come off? Come off of there. This looks dangerous, but let's just... I feel like if it's this hard to get off, it's never going to go back on. Do we see the point, though, that I'm trying to make? Oh, this would be funny. We actually have door stops. Maybe we could do the door stop instead of this one. These probably belong somewhere in the house, but we're gonna use it on this coat rack. Yeah, that would be so cute. Okay, so as fun as this is, maybe we won't use that because that'd be one less thing that we have to mess with. So we'll do a door stop. But I really want to fit this in here. I don't know. Let's put this aside. And I am gonna put the ones I'm capable of putting on at the moment on. Let me move this out of the way. And then if I possibly need to go in and add those back on, let me try to space this out. Here. Okay, that's like a normal looking one. We'll do another silver. Then we'll do, how do we want this guy though? See, we might not even need that one. This is it, I think. And then maybe I figure I could put, let me see what I have over here. I could put a, oh, here, like, we could pull this out. I'm acting like I'm gonna pull that down with my, with my bare hands. That's, let me see. Okay, but all right, so we'll pull this one a little flat, and then I can drill. Oh, is that going to come out the... I don't think that should come out the front, though. How long are these? Oh, I don't know. Okay, we'll also put that aside. Let me get what... I need to focus on what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so we're going to put this one in. I actually had the screws that come with that door. I think they were these, but I don't know if I'm about to ruin this, but it's okay. We're gonna just try it. I don't want my hand there. Okay, guys, don't judge me. Why isn't it? It is going in, but I don't understand why are you taking so long? Okay, that in fact went through the wood, but okay, I'm going out of frame too. This is a mess, but just bear with me here, okay? That most certainly went through the wood, but what we're gonna do right now is entirely ignore that. Okay, and if you really want to know the truth as to why that was not going through the wood, I had it on the unscrew method. So I'm not going to edit that out because this is just what's really happening, okay? I'm just not going to act like this is not real life. All right. There we go. In. This wasn't supposed to be pretty. This was supposed to be just like a, you know, a kind of like an organic looking piece. So this that one goes down there. That one's going to go there. I just don't know if we're going to need another piece. So, I don't know, but you can see the little dot. I wonder, can I screw this just right in there? Yes, you can. Let me move you guys down closer so I quit going out of frame. All right. This is gonna pop through too, right? This is hard. It's just getting harder. Okay. All right. We're gonna leave that there. That's where I want it though. This is embarrassing, but it's all right. Perfect. Now we're gonna make this guy flat. There we go. Then we're gonna get some more screws. I was out of frame. I'm gonna put this guy in there. Kind of need to keep him straight. Is this screw gonna go through the actual hole though? Is it even just drilling into my desk? Oh, no, that's perfect. That's what I thought it was going to do, was be the right size. even though that didn't sound confident. No, my finger's not under there. I don't think so. Perfect. Okay, that guy's on there. Last but not least, this sucker, which I'm pretty sure is an old honestly, I don't know. I want to say sink, but I don't know. Oh, this is so crooked. Look how funny that looks. But that's all right. That just adds to the character of it. Maybe we should make this guy crooked too. Okay, let's just make him crooked. Just, I mean, why not at this point? We'll make him a little crooked. What I'm not 100% certain on is how do I get the, let me scooch him down. How do I get the, oh, I know what I can do. I'm gonna move this back. Well, that's not gonna lay flat, but at least I can get it through there. Okay, that guy's through. Oh, and that's pretty secure with just one screw right there. But we're gonna put, I'm gonna try to get another one over here. I don't know if this one is so much like a DIY or do it the same way, you know, just do pretty much the opposite on this project. We're going in at an angle. All right, now we're gonna go back to this guy. Let me get you back on there. Which, this guy's hard. Let's try to unscrew him. I have an idea. It's too hard to get that in there. Okay. So we'll put an actual screw in there. Okay, now we need to do the opposite, like earlier. Then we'll screw this guy in there. No, it still just stops right there. Wow, that's so hard to get through there. I mean, we have to fix that. All right, I'm gonna mess with this and get it to come through, and then I will show you the final results. I bet you guys are thrilled to see that. Be right back. already figured it out. I used these needle nose, and it's pretty much all the way on there. I did scuff up this metal, or you know, the like coating on there a little bit, but I'm gonna go with that probably doesn't matter. Yeah, so see, it just tightens. There we go, that's probably it. Yeah, that's it. Now, my dilemma is, the only dilemma I've come across so far is, what do I do with the back? Can I chop those off? And also, how would I, well, no, the mounting isn't going to be that complicated because I'm going to have to use smaller screws. And then how do I get rid of this, the back of this? Can you clip those off? What does one clip screws down with? Because that, okay, minus the back. Let's not pay attention to that. Look at this. That is stinking cute. And look at that little bit of character, because nothing's straight. Well, these two pretty good. These are not. But that's what makes it homemade, you know? So basically, I'm going to figure out how to cut down the back screws and then hang something on the back so we can put it on the wall, or so they can put it on the wall. But I'll show you that when there's a solution. I wanted to make sure you guys saw just what it looks like with all the little knobs on there. And I don't think we needed, I mean, these other ones would have been cute, you know, the little shower cap, but that's just, you're overdoing it, I feel like. And this one I was gonna hook, and see, that really would not have worked because I would have had to, I could have just bent it down more and then clipped it, but just, it's unnecessary. This is perfect amount of things. So I'll get back to you guys when it's fully done, or if I start to clip those down, I'll show you how I'm going to do that.
With a grinder.
Oh, so we can fix that?
Yeah, I'll bring a grinder home. Text me grinder at 4:20.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll bring a grinder home and I'll just grind them right off.
Look.
Now look, I'm glad you only did 4.
I did, but I was just saying that I think the other ones were just the overkill.
Yeah, I like that. It looks awesome.
Okay, thank you. But I also don't know how to do the back.
Don't do nothing.
We got to be able to hang it.
You want to buy hangers or something?
Yeah. Because I got a bunch of like weird stuff that we could probably figure out.
Welcome to my wife's channel. Remember, children, when playing with power tools, you better have your safety googles on. Clean, dirty, doesn't matter. These aren't too clean. Today we're going to grind these screws off the back because my wife, I don't know what's going on here, but anyways, don't try this at home because this is not how you do this. You don't need gloves.
mean, could this have caught on fire?
And just like that, we're good. Awesome workbench. This is not sponsored by Pit Boss.
Bring it up close.
They're not a sponsor, but
Look at that. Could that have caught on fire?
maybe. There is a fire hazard. We have plenty of... No, we don't. I'm lying. All the fire hydrants are in the house.
Okay, I'll show you the finish in just a few minutes.